What if I told you there's a technology that could make banks obsolete, governments nervous, and regular people incredibly wealthy? And most people still don't understand what it actually is. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to explain Bitcoin in a way that'll change how you think about money forever. And trust me, by the end of this video, you'll understand why some of the smartest investors in the world are calling this the most important financial innovation in 500 years. But first, let me ask you something. When was the last time you sent money to someone in another country? Maybe to family, maybe for business? How long did it take? How much did it cost? And how many middlemen, banks, payment processors, currency exchanges took their cut along the way? Or here's another one. Have you ever wondered who decides how much money gets printed? Who controls the value of the cash in your wallet? And why your savings seem to buy less and less each year? These aren't random questions. They're the exact problems that Bitcoin was designed to solve. And whether you realize it or not, these problems affect every single person watching this video right now. So let's start with the basics, because understanding Bitcoin isn't just about cryptocurrency, it's about understanding the future of money itself.
Bitcoin is digital money.
But not the kind controlled by governments or banks. Think of it as the internet's native currency, money that exists purely in code, secured by mathematics, and controlled by no single authority. Here's how it works in simple terms. Imagine a giant ledger book that records every transaction ever made. But instead of one bank keeping this ledger, thousands of computers around the world each keep an identical copy. Every 10 minutes, they compare notes to make sure everyone agrees on what happened. This is called the blockchain. When I send Bitcoin to you, I'm essentially writing in this global ledger, I'm giving X amount to this person. The network checks that I actually have that amount to send, verifies the transaction is legitimate, and updates everyone's copy of the ledger. No banks needed. No government approval required. No intermediaries taking fees. But here's the kicker, and this is what makes Bitcoin revolutionary. There will only ever be 21 million Bitcoin. Ever. This isn't a marketing gimmick, it's written into the code. While governments can print money whenever they want, Bitcoin has a hard cap, scarcity built right in. Think about that for a second. Every major currency in history has been inflated into worthlessness eventually. The dollar, the pound, the yen, they all lose purchasing power over time because more and more get created. Bitcoin does the opposite.
Okay,
You might be thinking, that's interesting, but why should I care right now? Fair question. Here's why this matters more today than ever before. First, we're living through the largest money printing experiment in human history. In 2020 alone, the US printed more dollars than existed in the previous 2 centuries combined. Other countries are doing the same thing. This isn't conspiracy theory stuff. These are public numbers from central banks themselves. What happens when you double the amount of something? Its value gets cut in half. That's basic supply and demand. Your savings, your salary, your purchasing power, all getting quietly eroded while politicians promise it's temporary. Bitcoin offers an alternative, a form of money that can't be inflated away, can't be seized by governments, and can't be devalued by political decisions made in faraway capitals. Second, we're witnessing the digitization of everything. Your photos, your music, your social life, your work, it's all digital now. But your money? Still stuck in a system designed 500 years ago. Banks that close on weekends, wire transfers that take 3 days, international payments that cost $30 in fees. Bitcoin works 24/7, 365 days a year, sending value anywhere in the world in minutes, not days. No holidays, no business hours, no sorry, the system is down for maintenance. Third, and this is huge, the smartest money in the world is paying attention. Companies like Tesla, MicroStrategy, and Square have put Bitcoin on their balance sheets. Countries like El Salvador have made it legal tender. Pension funds are allocating to it. This isn't speculation anymore. This is institutional adoption happening in real time.
But let's zoom out and talk about what this really means for the future.
We're potentially witnessing the birth of a new monetary system. For the first time in history, we have money that's truly global, truly digital, and truly neutral. No country controls it, no corporation owns it, it's just math and code. Imagine a world where you can store value without worrying about your government's fiscal policy, where you can send money to anyone, anywhere, without asking permission from banks, where your purchasing power isn't slowly eroded by money printing, where the rules of money are transparent and unchangeable.
That's not some distant
Sci-fi future. That infrastructure exists today. It's been running flawlessly for over 14 years, processing trillions of dollars in value, never been successfully hacked, never gone down for maintenance. And here's what's really exciting. We're still early. If Bitcoin becomes even a small percentage of global wealth storage, if it captures just a fraction of the gold market, if it becomes the internet's preferred payment system, the mathematics are staggering. This isn't about getting rich quick. This is about understanding a fundamental shift in how human beings coordinate value. It's about being prepared for a world where money becomes as digital and global as information itself. Now, I'm not here to give you financial advice. I can't tell you what to do with your money, but I can tell you what many smart people are doing. They're educating themselves. They're reading the Bitcoin white paper. It's only 9 pages and surprisingly readable. They're learning how to secure digital assets properly. They're understanding the technology before making any decisions. Some are dollar-cost averaging, buying a small amount regularly, regardless of price, as a hedge against monetary uncertainty. Others are simply keeping it on their radar, watching how this technology evolves. But here's what none of them are doing: ignoring it completely. Because whether Bitcoin succeeds or fails, understanding this technology helps you understand where money is heading. The internet didn't kill newspapers because it was trying to hurt newspapers. It killed newspapers because it was trying to help people access information better. Bitcoin isn't trying to hurt banks, it's trying to help people transact value better.
Look, I get it.
This stuff can feel overwhelming. New technology always does. People said the same things about email, about the internet, about smartphones. It's too complicated, it's too risky. Why fix something that isn't broken? But money is broken. The current system is showing cracks everywhere. Inflation, inequality, financial exclusion, inefficiency. These aren't bugs, they're features of a system designed centuries ago. Bitcoin might not be the final answer, but it's asking the right questions. And in a world where the rules of money are changing whether we like it or not, understanding your options isn't just smart, it's essential. The future is being built right now. The question is, do you want to understand it, or do you want to wake up in 5 years wondering how you missed it? If this video helped you understand Bitcoin a little better, hit that like button. If you want to dive deeper into how this technology could reshape our world, subscribe for more content like this. And drop a comment below. What questions do you still have about Bitcoin? I read every single one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.